So the first things that I picked up were two MUA eyeshadows. These were £1 from Superdrug. I got two shades. I got the shade Chestnut, which is a dark brown colour, and then I got the shade Slate, which is a dark grey colour. So these are matte, so they'll seem more realistic on camera, and I can use them for adding depth into wounds and for contouring faces. So the white face paint I picked up was also £1, so it was really cheap. I'm going to add this into foundation just to make it a few shades lighter than the actor's skin tone, so it makes them appear more sickly. In this video I'll be using PVA glue instead of liquid latex because it's more convenient and easier to get hold of. So I bought this kit and it was £8, which isn't too bad because I get a lot of stuff in it. It contains a red face paint, which can be used as blood, and then a big tube of fake blood, which is gel as well, so that's good. Special effects wax, which I can use for creating wounds, a spatula, and then a stippling sponge. So this was 89p, so they were really cheap as well, and it's just a pack of sponges, so I don't wreck a lot of expensive makeup brushes while applying the glue. So the first thing I got the first thing I got the actress to do was wipe her face, just to make sure it was really clean, so that there was no dirt or oil, so it meant that the PVA glue would stick easier. I also clipped her hair back just to make sure there was no hair in the way where PVA glue could stick to. Then I went and I marked out the area that I wanted to put the wound on her face with just a concealer because it would blend in afterwards. Then I started by, I took the PVA glue and I put it onto just a normal sponge and I dabbed it on the area that I traced out. So I just put this on the line, and once that had gone like tacky, I started to put tissue paper over the top, but it was 2-ply, so I had to separate it so it was just 1-ply of tissue paper, so otherwise it wouldn't have stuck. So once that had kind of dried and gone just a little bit tackier, I decided to put another layer on top straight away, just to like create like a build up. So I just repeated the step again. So Rosie, how did it feel when it first went on?
It was a bit weird getting it put on, and it was really cold, but that's it really.
What about when it dried? Like
It felt hard and
hard.
a bit awkward to move my cheek. Like the bit around my mouth,
Yeah.
it made it a bit hard to move.
So what I did is just started building up. You just gotta like repeat the steps over and over again till you've got like a nice, like disease-ridden wound. So as you can see, it looks like the skin's kind of peeled off in the middle. That's the look I was going for. So now the bit next to her mouth has come off because she was talking, so now she can like talk normally. And then what I did was I mixed the white face paint in with her foundation, and I was dabbing that all over the face. And I put that over the tissue as well just to blend it in a little bit more, so it's more natural. And then what I did when I was putting the foundation over her lips, I just made a pout so that they appeared dry and cracked, just to add to the zombie effect. I did find though that the face paint was too oily, so it just made her look like she was sweating really bad, so I don't think I'll be using that again. What did you think of the face paint? Did you have any like reaction to it?
The mixing it with the face paint giving a bit of a rash.
A rash.
Yeah, I think
So
that's 'cause
yeah,
it's
I
so
think I might.
oil-based.
Yeah, I think I might avoid it next time.
It would have looked more natural, like more than like just using the
Yeah.
foundation because of how shiny it is.
So I'm taking a black eyeshadow, black and grey, and I'm just adding it around her eyes. This is just to add like depth to make her look tired. And I put it under her eyes as well as over, just to make it like she has bags. I repeat this step on both the eyes, and then down the nose as well, just to contour. Make her look even more dead. So now I take the gel blood that I got in the pack with the wax, and I start dabbing it on with a sponge, but I found that it was too pink and it just looked so fake, like there was nothing realistic about it. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Like, especially on camera, it just looks pink, isn't like, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and make my own fake blood for next time. Right, I suppose it's okay when you've got like a big like chunk of it on the tissue, but when you're like dabbing it and it's just soaking into the tissue, it just doesn't look good at all. The consistency was nice though. That was the only good bit about it. So then I took some eyeshadow and I just put that around the area just to make it kind of look more depth, stuff like that. And I started to peel some of the PVA glue up, like I pulled it up from around the wound just to make it look more like skin. And then we were done, I think. Did you have any problems wearing it, or like afterwards? Was there anything that you changed? Do you think, like, to make it more comfortable for you?
I wouldn't put it so close to my face.
To your mouth?
Like, yeah, to my mouth. Yeah, it was a bit... And then it made my eye water a lot, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's like trying to avoid getting it so close
So
to
maybe
my
put
eye.
it more on the neck side.
Yeah. And if you want to do it on the face, not as big.